Oh, what a lovely tea party.
Everybody's gonna, everybody's gonna, everybody's gonna, everybody's gonna.
Hi.
Everybody's gonna,
Don't start.
everybody's gonna.
Don't tell me what to do.
Everybody's gonna, everybody's gonna.
All right, are you ready?
I was born ready. Let's do this thing.
Hey, masturbator.
Don't start like that.
Oh, fuck. All right.
We're going to get right into it tonight.
Yeah, I got nothing. You ready?
I'm
done?
ready. I'm done.
All right.
Ready to record our Patreon?
So we can tell you right now there's going to be a shitty show. Neither one of us felt like recording. It's late at night, and we have nothing to talk about. So it's like it's a trifecta of horse shit.
This is awesome. You said it's late at night, and then I looked at my clock, and it's 6:45.
Where you're at, I'm not in the same fucking time zone, you douche.
So for you, it's 7:45.
Yeah, but I was up at 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh, shit. Amazing. All right.
So I got no stories to kick off the show or anything. It's been
that's no good.
pretty uneventful.
That's no good. Let's jump right into it then.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, wherever this ends. This is our third time trying to record tonight, and our audio kept dropping out. So wherever this ends, that's where the show's stopping. We're not going back. We're not cleaning it up. It just at any given time, the show could be over. So with that being said, thank you to We Have Merch for all your help. Head over there, buy stuff. Buy our stuff. We really, really need the money for these shirts, so buy them all.
Buy them all.
It's like Pokemon; they're all different. You have to order all the shirts.
One of each color, one of each design. You could own 50 different Who's Right shirts.
I actually want to thank John over at Brand X for his nice words about our Patreon episodes. That was nice of him. Take up his show to talk about our show.
That was nice. I appreciate that, John.
Yeah, we put out a Patreon episode every week. So, as John said, it's a fucking quarter an episode, and it's worth it. God damn it. We are worth that money.
Yes. That's 12.5 cents a piece.
You know, when you say it like that, it's like, why fucking do it?
I shouldn't have said that. That made me feel instantly bad. Fuck.
If somebody was to say, here, use my phone, will you call Anthony and talk to him for an hour? Here's 12.5 cents. Go fuck yourself.
Here's 12.5 cents.
You know what? This might be the last day for Patreon.
No, we're pushing Patreon harder than ever. I'm going to need everybody to donate $10. Oh, shit. We also have a PayPal account set up if you want to just give us money.
All right. So what are we doing here? Let's just jump into the barber story.
The barber story. All right, I got to open that one up here.
Go ahead and take your time. Hey, it's not
I'm taking my time.
Don't you open the stories up before we start recording so you're ready?
Yeah, my computer's fucking fucky.
No, it's banky. Oh no, it's fucky.
It is fucky.
Let's just sit here and do
Just
jokes that nobody else understands
all night long. Try Met Barber.
Yeah. I don't know why.
On New Year's Eve, 2009, police.
You're gonna read?
I'm gonna read, unless you want to.
You never fucking read the story.
All right, go ahead.
I don't feel
because
like
you're better. So it's gonna be like that then.
So you know what? I've heard, especially a lot here recently, that I have a good radio voice.
I've heard that too.
That I do or you do?
No, me. Yeah. No, you. Somebody. Who are these podcasts said that? Remember? He said this guy's obviously got some radio experience. Fuck.
I think it's because. All right, everybody, coming at ya.
And you. Oh God, it's so stupid. It annoys me every time.
Hold on. On New Year's Eve, 2009, police in I need to fucking cut you loose and just do a true crime podcast.
Nope, I got this. New Year's Eve. Do a true crime by yourself, just you.
All right. Can we take this shit seriously? Somebody obviously got hurt in this story.
Yep.
All right. It's time that we start paying respect to the people that we're making fun of.
I ain't paying shit.
12.5 cents of respect.
Yes. You're going to get 12.5 cents of my respect. Perfect.
On New Year's Eve 2009, police in Portland responded to a strange emergency call. A woman has been on a... Who the fuck wrote this piece of shit?
Third graders.
I bet they weren't white. A woman has been on a bus when a man...
They don't think it be like it is, but it do.
All right. So I got to clean this up as I'm reading it. Fuck, now I got to think on the fly. A woman been on a bus when
was? Maybe the word is was.
Okay, a woman was been on a bus when a woman was on a bus when a man cut off some of her hair. Why the fuck am I reading? Jared Walter, 22, was arrested, and after the news of the arrest was released, 3 other women came forward saying that Walter had cut and even put super glue into their hair. He was sentenced to just over 2 years. Less than 2 months after being released from prison in 2013, things took a darker turn. Walter was again on the bus, but instead of cutting hair, he masturbated and then ejaculated into the hair of at least 3 women. He received it. What kind of... How do you find yourself in a situation where you're like on a bus and you just think, you know what? I need to come in her hair. I can understand it if you like Spider-Man it into her hair from across the bus. That would be funny.
So you got a pair of scissors in your hand. And you're like, you know what? I like her hair just the way it is. Maybe that was the goal all along. He was trying to style it and cut it in a certain way. He just never got that far.
Hey, does anybody have any mousse? Walter was released in late 2014 and was banned from the TriMet transportation system, but that didn't stop him from trying to style women's hair. He has been out of prison for a month on New Year's Eve 2014 when he tried to cut the hair of a woman in the line at a dollar store. He was arrested again and is currently awaiting trial.
So I clicked on this link and it led to an article about the news story, and the whole news story goes through everything, and it literally, the mention of him masturbating in their hair is just like a byline, like a throwaway line. The whole thing was about how he cuts women's hair. Don't you think the real story is they jacked off in 3 women's hair? I mean,
yes.
Okay. At least we're in agreement. Yes. That's how this whole show's gonna be.
Told you I didn't want to do this. Oh, you know what? I'm done.
So if you want to find us on iTunes.
This is like one of our old shows. That's how I feel right now.
Why?
Your voice is grating on me and I don't want to talk.
So even in the beginning, we're like, let's start a podcast. We're 3 minutes into our first show, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to hear his voice.
No, it's not your voice. It's just like
the things that you say and how you say them.
What was it that fucker said that I laughed like the Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Fuck you, Jose.
Oh, yeah, like that's so much worse than fucking Ray Romano and Kermit the Frog. I had the fucking gun in my mouth on that one.
Let's
we mending it all.
You know, instead of just plowing through these stories, is there anything we can argue about?
I don't know. You want to cover abortion one more time?
I think I'm ready just to be pro-Trump.
You know what? Me too. I feel the same way because I want to be on a winning team. I'm done with this losing bullshit. Do you think he's going to win 2020?
No.
I absolutely do.
He won't even be in office in 2020.
No, there is no way. I firmly believe that he is going to win 2020. And I'm not even saying that for a joke or whatever. I honestly believe it. People are so fucking stupid. They're pushing everybody else that way, you know? All this dumb gender politics and all that bullshit.
No, I'm for gender politics. I think all politics should have genders, or all genders should.
All gender shit politics.
Oh, I'm so. I know. I go on this like once every 2 months or whatever, but God, Twitter is just a fucking toilet, man.
It really, really is.
You can't say or anything without it turning into a fucking political debate or somebody trying to get you fired. It doesn't matter what you're talking about.
So, what was it? The actress that got the role of Catwoman or Batgirl or something like that? Some new movie that's coming up, and the superhero in the comic books, I can't remember if it's Batwoman, Catgirl, one of those, is a lesbian in the comic books. They cast a lesbian to play the role of it in the movie, and people on Twitter were pissed off because she wasn't lesbian enough.
Like she doesn't eat enough pussy?
They were mad because she was attractive, and that's not apparently it's not normal for lesbians to be attractive. I don't know. I don't understand.
What are they looking like to cast the Large Marge from Pee Wee Herman Big Adventure?
You ever seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Oh shit. So she refers to herself as non-binary, I think, and they were mad because she's not straight up lesbian. She prefers women. She likes women, but she considers herself non-binary. Not lesbian enough.
There is no right stance with those people, and that's what makes it so bad with all the political correct bullshit. Is I am for gay marriage.
Right.
I don't even know if it's like I'm for gay marriage. Like I don't believe that you should force gay people to get married.
I do. All of them. One big marriage. All gay people are married.
But I am definitely for their right to get married. But that's not good enough.
Nope. The gay baker guy, the guy that wouldn't bake the cakes, he's back in the news now. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, that's something that we could probably argue about.
Oh, okay. What'd you hear? Because I only skimmed a couple of articles. I didn't read them real thoroughly.
I think, if I remember right, another person came in and they wanted him to bake a cake that had a different outside than an inside with, I don't know if it was like chocolate to vanilla or fucking butter.
It was pink on the inside, blue on the outside.
Right, but it had to do with somebody transitioning.
Right.
And if I remember, we probably should have just pulled the story instead of sitting here me trying to.
This is way better.
But the guy that called, he was a lawyer.
Yep.
And he kept having.
Wait! You just misgendered him. It's a girl. That girl that called.
See, when you do shit like that, because you're doing it to try to be spunky.
I don't think I've ever tried to be spunky in my life.
That was an attempt at spunkiness. But
no, I'm being serious because it's a transgendered person and they're a male now.
And I said
right?
he.
No, wait. Maybe it's a female now. Fuck, I don't remember now. Fuck. All right, go ahead. My bad.
Which color was the inside of the cake?
Pink on the inside, blue on the outside.
Okay, so that means that he started as a she and is transitioning to a he. Because that means, so if the world sees you as a blue cake, but you're really a pink cake, that means that you're a woman on the inside, but you were born a man and you're transitioning.
What if you're moist on the inside, but your drapes are dried out? Then what are you?
My grandma.
All right.
Rest in peace.
awesome that you know that.
Man, dead grandma jokes are funny.
Yep.
What were we talking about?
We got a little sidetracked. So the guy or
Anyway,
whoever
so
took the phone call.
So the guy that was placing the order, the girl, the
Yeah.
customer was a lawyer,
Yeah.
and so it was like an obvious setup, I believe.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep doing this to this guy until he ends up running out of money, right?
So
Because-
not only that, but he's gotten requests to bake cakes for Satanists and cakes for Wiccan festivals and things like that. And he went on record saying that he thinks it's all the same person trying to stir it up, so they can file a lawsuit against him. How often would you think that a baker gets a request to bake a transgendered person a transition cake and then a satanic cake? And I mean, all those things just happened to happen to this person, It goes right along with what you said. It's a setup.
Okay, so here's the question. So I think that the Supreme Court said that he has the right to refuse based on his religious beliefs. Is that correct?
I don't remember. I thought that's what it said, but then from reading the article, it was a little confusing. So I can't say that for sure.
Anyway, that's correct.
Okay. We'll go with that.
I'm asking you, what is your thought?
My particular belief is that if I own a bakery and I decide I'm going to bake cakes for people and I decide I don't want to bake a cake for you, you can go fuck yourself. The government shouldn't tell me that I have to bake a cake for you.
All right. Well, I thought we were going to argue about that, but we agree. Yeah. So I think that,
and I even think that if somebody comes in and I don't want to bake a cake because they're a woman or because they're black or because they're whatever, I shouldn't have to. Right?
yeah, I agree with you 100%. So where we differ, though, is, okay, so if we're at Anthony's Muffins and whatever, whorehouse, I don't know.
Muffins and whorehouse.
And somebody comes in and says, and it's a black lady, and they say, can you bake me a birthday cake? And you say, I can bake you 3/5 of a birthday cake.
All right.
I think
So then I get shot.
no. I think that if they
I
order,
should be required to bake them 3/5 of a cake.
if they order a full sheet cake, you deliver 3/5 of a sheet cake, I think it's good.
Where are we going with this show?
Where we always go.
No, I mean like in general, where the show is just that's so fucked.
All right. So if somebody comes in and says, I want you to bake me a cake for my son who is marrying his boyfriend,
Yeah.
and you say, no, I'm not interested. Thank you. There's a bakery down the street that'll take care of you.
Yep.
Well, why are you not baking it for me? That's because you're Mexican.
Okay, as long as it's not because I'm gay.
No, so I want to. Do you think that is okay? I'm not going to bake you a cake because you're Mexican.
Okay, no, I don't think it's okay. Should the government step in? No.
Should there be a law that says you have to bake cakes for everybody?
No.
Okay. So then you believe that you have a right to put a cake or to say put a sign up that says no Mexicans.
Yes.
I agree with you. But
You just wanted me to say it.
No, but where I think we differ is if you put a sign up that says no Mexicans, you should expect to get firebombed. No, I'm serious. So like the Twitter warriors and the social media, all the backlash and all that, you deserve every fucking bit of it. If you want to be a whatever the fucking word is for people that don't like other people. A bigot.
Xenophobic. A bigot. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, if you want to,
So we do disagree on that because
right.
if I say I don't want to bake a cake for Mexicans, and your response is to firebomb my store, those are not proportionate.
You should have thought about that before you called me 3/5 of a person.
Now that one maybe you get firebombed because that's a little rough.
No, if you're right, it's not proportionate, but I would expect it and encourage it.
Why would you encourage? Why would you encourage
because
scorched earth policies? Why?
Because you're a piece of shit that I don't want in my neighborhood. I want you out of my neighborhood, you racist fuck.
All right. So let's say that your family, your mom, dad, brothers, sisters, all your family, when you were a kid, was murdered by someone who was 6'3", very tall person. For the rest of your life, every time you see somebody that's very, very tall, that reminds you of what happened to your family. You watched it happen, and all that got planted in your little mind when you were 5, 6 years old was that this tall person killed my family. So are you a total piece of shit if you discriminate against tall people on that basis? If you don't want to bake somebody a cake because they're tall, because that traumatizes you?
What the fuck are you? Yes? No. Yes? No. What?
You're not listening.
You say my analogies are stupid. I mean, that's a stupid fucking analogy.
Why is that stupid? I just picked tall people. We could say whatever. I mean, change tall people to Mexican, change tall people to white, change tall people to black. It's the same fucking thing. How do you know what happened in somebody's life that made them feel a certain way, and now you want to firebomb their house because they wouldn't bake a cake? Firebomb their business, my bad. I'm not saying that it's right to refuse serve, that everybody should just get along with it. You should run them out of town, sure. But run them out of town. Don't firebomb their business. There should be somebody stationed, in my opinion, if somebody moved into a neighborhood and said, we're not serving Mexicans, I think the community should have somebody stationed outside of that business 24 hours a day with a sign that says, why are these people here? They don't serve Mexicans. So that everybody knows.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So protest is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
It's like you think you invented something. What people should do is the people from the community should
I think I invented something. What are you talking about?
The people from the community should get together and write on poster board, and then they could all stand together. Yeah, they could all stand together outside the business and try to deter people from going in there.
When did I say I invented that? What the fuck are you talking about?
Whatever.
Yeah. So you invented firebombing? Is that what you're saying?
I think did you hit your head?
What?
Well, I was going to say you'd understand if you listen back to the show, but you don't listen back. So.
Did I eat my head? Is that what you said? I'm so confused.
So our connection's going shitty? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. What did I miss?
I didn't ask you if you ate your head.
That's what I heard.
Hopefully that's funnier when everybody can clearly understand what was said.
I still don't know what you said.
I'm not going to fucking tell you.
That's even better. Oh, my God. Now I'm going to have to listen back just to find out what you said. How stupid I sounded. Eat my head. What the fuck are you talking about?
All right.
So, what were we arguing about? Gay marriage or something again?
No.
How did this conversation start? And then we went on to the gay baker.
Gay baker. All right.
Do you remember?
Sexy time. It don't matter. I don't care.
All right. Does that make us racist if we said that you shouldn't have to serve Mexicans? But I mean, you should expect to be ran out of business.
Does
Because that's what civil rights was all about, right? When they sat down at the counters where they weren't supposed to sit and all that.
so I don't know. Does it make us racist that we think that you should have a choice?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think less of black people or Mexicans, or I mean, I don't think less of anybody. And I think if somebody refuses to serve somebody because of the color of their skin, they're fucking retarded. But I think a lot of things are retarded. That doesn't mean I should take away somebody's right to be retarded.
So I was just playing something through my head, trying to figure out something to see how I could relate to we're sitting here joking about. And I just played this whole scene out in my head where I was walking into a restaurant, and then I noticed in the restaurant there was a sign that says no fats allowed. And then I just hung my head and walked away real slow. Like I didn't video, I didn't protest. I just kind of walked away, like with a tear running down my eye, like that Indian.
Did you go lose weight and go back, or you just went somewhere else and ate fried chicken?
Firebombed their restaurant.
Awesome. It's different with fat people though,
Because they did it to themselves.
no, because they're fucking gross. I mean, what? Who cares what they did it to themselves? That's fucking disgusting, man. Is that wrong? Am I not allowed to say that?
So if you were to open up a bakery and then put a sign out there that said no fats allowed,
It'd be even better if he said no trans fats allowed.
brilliant.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
That one caught me by such surprise that I didn't even have any air in my stomach to laugh. I just went, ah! No trans fats allowed. That's the name of the episode.
Perfect. That ought to get us in trouble.
No, because people think it's a diet show.
It is. Let's do a diet show.
Okay.
I want to know how much gravy you drink in a day.
7
All right.
gravies.
I don't know why, but I think the thought of you drinking gravy is fucking hilarious. I know that you've never drank gravy in your life, but that's so fucking funny to me. I don't even know why. You got a cup of coffee with full of gravy? That's funny.
A cup of coffee full of gravy? You stupid fuck.
A coffee cup full of gravy?
You know, if you're gonna try to fucking take shots at me, at least get the words in the proper order before they come spewing out of your fucking head.
All right. I'll try.
All right.
That's all I got. All I can do is try. I'm going to try to be the best me I can be.
Convicted toe sucker.
Is
No,
that
you know what? I don't even want to talk about that.
All right.
All right.
I don't give a fuck what we talk about. We're on a roll.
We're going to
now.
talk about this because this is what I thought we were going to argue about. Man protests vegan food festival by eating raw bloody veal heart. This was all over the social media shit.
Oh, okay. Why would we possibly argue about this? What's to argue about?
That's what you always think. A meat-loving YouTuber staged a shocking demonstration at a vegan food festival in Amsterdam by chowing veal heart, literally dripping with blood. The man, who goes by fucking stupid name on YouTube, was presumably attempting to interrupt the city's first ever vegan festival in a shirt wearing "Go Vegan and Die," but left the festival about an hour later after police being questioned by police. All right, so I'm not going to read the rest of this shit. What's your opinion of this guy walking around a vegan festival eating a sheep heart or lamb heart or whatever the fuck it is?
I think he's probably a fucking douche. That's a
So
douche
that's
thing
not-
to do. But
That is very unlike you.
why?
Because you brag about wanting to do shit to piss people off just because you can. I figured you'd be all over this guy's nuts.
No, that's douchey. Dude, I mean, there's nothing.
How many
when
things come out of your mouth that you try to try to piss people off?
Oh, a lot, and I'll say a lot more. But I say it because I think it's funny. There's something, in my opinion, that's funny about it. And you laugh, it makes me laugh. And when you laugh, it's great. Just eating a heart in front of a vegan, nobody's laughing. There's nothing funny there. It's just a guy being a douche. And on top of that, if he's trying to make a point, he's not changing anybody's mind. If anything, he's driving them further into veganism.
I can't tell if you're in the middle of having like a brain aneurysm or what. I honestly don't know if it's audio issues or if you're stuttering.
I'm not stuttering.
But the way I'm hearing it is like I can't tell if he.
That's just how I talk.
I'm sitting here thinking, do I say something or is it just an audio thing?
No, it's just how I talk.
No, you weren't stuttering because that would be rude, and I wouldn't make fun of you for that. It was
Why?
It was like, yeah, I had to go.
And you wouldn't think immediately that that's an audio issue.
I told you, I didn't know if you had a stroke.
So I sound like.
All right.
Oh,
So
what-
yeah, this
So you
surprised
think
me.
this guy's a douche?
Yeah. I thought we were going to argue about this. I thought you'd be just saying that this guy, good for him, and these people need to keep doing what they're doing because you hate vegans.
I don't hate vegans.
Yes, you do.
I know. No, I don't. I only hate vegans that talk about being vegans. Go be a vegan somewhere else. Don't talk about it.
How many vegans do you know that don't talk about it?
I don't know any vegans, like personally. I don't know anybody. I don't have any friends. But it's the same with
CrossFitters.
That's what I was just going to say. It's exactly what I was going to say. It's the same with CrossFitters. That's all they talk about. I do CrossFit, so let's talk about CrossFit for an hour. What would be the worst would be a vegan that does CrossFit. Oh, God. Fucking insufferable. But a guy that eats a veal heart, kind of a douche.
Well, he's doing it just to troll people. That's what you do. I don't understand why. It's funny that you can make fun of blacks and Mexicans and trans and gay and bi, but if you do it to vegans, you're a douche.
No, because he's not making. How is he making fun of them?
He's trolling them the same thing you do.
How? I don't ever eat fried chicken and watermelon. I mean, just go out in the festival and eat watermelon.
Hello there, Mr. Bones.
I don't do that.
What the fuck does that mean? I don't eat fried chicken and watermelon.
I don't go to like a Black Lives Matter rally and eat fried chicken and watermelon.
What the fuck would that do?
It's just, I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to my head. Because that's stereotypically black food, like racist black food,
What
Right?
the fuck?
isn't it? Don't pretend like it's not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know the stereotype of fried chicken and watermelon?
I don't understand how that translates to you going to a Black Lives Matter rally and standing there eating chicken and watermelon, and you think that would be trolling them? I think that would show unity between the races.
That was a long way around.
That would be interesting to see if
That was a
To
long
see-
way around for that joke, man. Oh, shit.
I don't, Anthony. Okay, yeah. Anyway, you derail me when you say that because I wasn't taking a long way around. I just ended up at a joke. I wasn't trying to drive to it. But it would be interesting to me to see what would happen if you were to go to a Black Lives Matter rally eating chicken and watermelon. Would they look at you as a supporter or opposition?
Opposition. I'm white. I'm always opposition.
But what if you were there wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt?
That's even worse. That's cultural appropriation.
Which is cultural appropriation? Eating the food or wearing the shirt? What if your hair was in cornrows?
Did you hear about the 6-year-old kid that they didn't let go to school because he had dreadlocks?
Fuck me. No.
You didn't hear about that?
I'm not done with this.
All right.
What if you're in blackface?
I think you're in dead face. I don't understand if you do you know the history of blackface?
Yes.
See, I do, but I don't. So if you don't know explicitly the history of blackface and you just think it's fun to paint your face black, does that make you a bad person?
Is it fun?
I mean, I'm not saying that I want to do that. I don't understand.
How, name a situation, and I'm not saying there isn't one. I'm just asking you. Name a situation where you would find yourself painting your face black, and it wasn't to mock somebody.
Halloween.
Okay, go on.
Oh, that's it. Well, I mean, why else would I paint myself anything? I'm a grown up. I don't paint my skin unless it's Halloween.
Okay, so what are you going to dress up for Halloween that you need to put yourself in blackface?
One of those old timey preachers with the red lips and the black face.
What is it racist if you put yourself in blackface? Is it racist if you put yourself in blackface, but you're mimicking the old white actors that used to be in blackface?
Yeah. I think that question of is it racist is pretty easy. I mean, are you doing it because you don't like black people? Or,
yes.
You know? Yeah. Well, I think that gives you your answer, I guess. How long do you figure we have before we're fired from our jobs?
Well, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe.
All right. The more we keep pushing this show, the more likely we're going to lose our jobs.
I don't care at this point.
Yeah, me neither.
And the thing that fucking sucks is I'm not even fucking racist. It's just racism is funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think so too.
It's
The
funny
whole
for me because
idea
I'm not the one getting shot by the cops, but
See, you come out and you're like all heartfelt, and then you throw that in there.
but I'm serious. Of course I'm like against racism, and I think I could say that I think it's funny, but I'm not the one that it's not like I said I got pulled over doing 105 and a 55 the other 2 weeks ago, and they're like, oh shit, I thought you were black. Go on.
Oh, jeez. So, 6-year-old kid, first day of school, went to a private Christian school. His dad signed him up for a private Christian school, and he was wearing. He's got pictures of him. He's in the uniform with the tie and everything. Looks really nice. And the school said, "Nope, you can't come in. You're wearing dreadlocks. We don't allow dreadlocks in our school." I didn't watch the video. I just read the article. But apparently, there's a video of his dad pleading with the people, like, "What are you doing? You're not letting my 6-year-old go to school at a private Christian school." And I was like, man, that's insane. Obviously it's because he's black, because cornrows is usually black people, right?
Cornrows is different than dreadlocks.
Or dreadlocks, I'm sorry. I said cornrows, I meant dreadlocks. But if you read the rest of the article, it says that the school is 95% black. So obviously they're not racist, right? They're not trying to keep black people out if they're 95% black. So what does that mean? Why would they not let somebody in with dreadlocks then? If not for racism, what the hell's it for?
Because dreadlocks they're gross and they're dirty.
Are they?
Yes.
I don't think that's true.
Do you know how you get dreadlocks?
No.
By not washing your hair and just keep rolling it together?
I don't think that's true.
Okay. Cool. I get to look something up.
Don't you always?
I love being right. How do black people get their hair dirty?
See, you can find exactly what you want if you keep on looking. How do black people get their hair dirty?
Dreadlocks. All right. Are rope-like strands of hair formed by matting or braiding the hair.
Braiding. I'm right.
By culture. Okay, so we'll look them up by culture. Africa.
Why?
Members of various African ethnic groups wear locks, and the styles and significance may differ from group to group. Maasai warriors are famous for their long, thin red locks. Many people dye their hair. Nobody gives a fuck.
Just type in how do you get dreadlocks? Like if you were looking how to get dreadlocks.
How to get dreadlocks. Got it. All right. Hold on. How about just go to this? The dress code is discrimination. First grader denied his first day of school for dreadlocks.
There you go.
Imagine this. You escort your son to his first day of first grade, all buttoned up in his brand new uniform and eager to begin.
What?
I don't know. And eager to begin the school
Oh,
year.
you know.
Only to be turned away because your child has dreadlocks. That's what happened to Clinton Stanley and his son, Clinton Jr., when they arrived for their first day at a Books Christian Academy in Apoca, Florida. Upon seeing Clinton Jr.'s head full of dreadlocks, administration officials did the Christian thing and told the Stanleys that the 6-year-old would not be able to attend due to an unseen rule in the school's handbook that states that all boys' hair must be cut above the ear. Okay, so that's...
Yeah, that's the rules. That's not racism.
Right. So don't sign your kid up for a fucking private school and then not read...
And it's 95% black.
Yeah, but
I mean, it says right in there. I mean, so I don't know. It sucks. I mean, there should have been a better way to handle this. You can't. 6-year-olds don't understand. You got to have a little more tact.
Wait a minute,
but it's not racism.
you misread the article. If
Okay.
a kid has dreadlocks, that's your personal standard. Stanley told local news station, whatever. Meaning that's a personal problem you haven't overcome because 95% of the kids who have dreadlocks are African American. But evangelist and school director John Book was that he is obviously not a racist. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't misread it. I read that 95% and I thought you just were stupid.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, but. So there's two 95%. 95% of dreadlocks are black and 95% of the student body are black.
So that means there's 5% of people that are black.
Your math skills are awesome.
It's a good thing I didn't get into engineering.
Good
It's an
thing.
issue no parent or child should have to address as they attempt to get an education. Don't. This is so fucking stupid. You sign up for a school.
Right.
The school has a dress code. You violate the dress code, you don't go into school. It has nothing to do with anything.
Right. I think the dress code says no mohawks, no colored hair, unnatural colored hair, and no dreadlocks. Any of that.
No.
So
but it's, oh, you went to a different school. Whatever. This is fucking stupid. Just
follow the rules.
it's just people trying to get their fucking likes and shit. Look, It's no different than that lady that went into the store after hours and then went on Facebook Live because they wouldn't serve her.
That's hilarious because that's exactly what I was thinking. It's the same damn thing. She just did something that she knew she was in the wrong, but let's make it about how white people don't like black people or something.
Whatever.
God damn it. This show was going to be not about racism and
All right, so
social
let's not
justice
do
warrior.
it anymore. We're done. We're done talking about
right.
racism.
Okay. Until now.
No, seriously. What do we got?
We've done lots of shows where we talked about nasty sex shit.
All right, let's talk about that.
All right, hold on. Cow slurry fetishist. How about that?
I'm done.
Date.
I'm bored.
I'm bored. Let's talk about racism.
We're 46 minutes in. We can be done.
All right. See you later, everybody.
I could sit here and talk for 3 more hours and you'd be good with it. Or I say, wrap it up. And you're like, okay, bye.